Hello and welcome to my home. It's a Sunday afternoon and Paul's laid down for a nap, so I thought I would craft. Today I'm going to do something a little different than I've done before though. I'm working on a mixed media project for a Facebook group that I'm in. So what I've done is there's writing on the page first, and then we've laid down paper. I think you can sort of see some of the paper here. And then I laid down watercolors, gessoed, put down this music sheet to sort of make a border. I like borders. Then I took this doily and I rolled some acrylic paint on it and I pressed it there and there and there. And now I'm at the stamping stage. So I've got Stays on Black, Archival Ink Magenta. I have Distress Oxide Broken China, a blue pigment, and I have a Ultimate Satin Rose pigment. So let's just see what we've got here. The saying that's going to be on this is my moment, or it's going to be now is my moment to sing. So I'm not sure which, but it's so what I want to do is I want to add some music. So I've got this music stamp, and I also have this one. So let's try this one. So let's maybe try some pink since the blue is on the top there. So here, 1 minute. I have to keep reminding myself that when I'm inking, I need to stamp it off so that it comes off. Is there a right and wrong way to this? Okay, this is the right way up. So there's going to be a focal point right here. What happens if I stamp over this? Okay. I'm going to put the stamp away, and I'm going to, I had a word stamp here, didn't I? Of course not. The word stamp is still over there. I'll go get it. But I have some background inks. I've never done this before, so I'm just having some fun. So I'm going to put the pink away, and I'm going to try this rose gold for a minute. Ooh, I like that. So this is a brick wall. Just adding something to look at. You get carried away with this, you know. Paul and I just came back from a walk. We went down by our local river, which was nice. We had a nice walk. So I'm going to get my word stamp. Just 1 minute. It's right here. Now, what I'm not sure is if I want to do it in black. What does that look like through the screen? Okay. There's still in the background a whole lot, so let's just try some of this word. This might be interesting. Now, a lot lot of this is going to be covered up by what I put on top of it, but I'm just, okay, so now we have pink and blue on there. So I think, well here, let me stamp something with the black and we can decide. Oh, it just got lost. I don't think I want to use the crown. I think the crown is going to be too distinct a thing, but the swirl might be okay. Whoa! No, maybe not. Maybe I kind of like that. It really pops, doesn't it? Oh, you could just get carried away with this stamping, couldn't you? All right, now does this look too much? No, I don't think so. I think I'm okay with it that way. So let's start looking at the things that are going to go on here. So what I've cut out is in my mind, I have 3 of these circles here. Music the right way up. 1 of them, 2 of them over here. Music the right way up. And then we have, now I painted one of these. Where did they go? I have a flower there, and I have, this is my moment. I think I need to move that down. She's getting lost up there. Oh, here it is. I painted, I need to take a look at this. I painted some of those, and I don't know if they're, if I like the painted ones or if I like the neutral ones. All right, so she's there, and then I have these 3 big ones that I'm going to ink up, I think. Forming a flower that goes there with all that music, and have all the music going the right way. And then I thought of having, this is my moment now. This is my moment with that, with her there. Maybe this blue one down here. And then so anyway, that's sort of what I was thinking. I took a picture of it before I pulled it apart. Let me see if I can figure out where I had those originally. Yep, she was here. Oh, and she was sitting off the top like that. That's how it was. All right, so looking up in the camera to see which looks better. Okay, so I think this right away needs to be a little bit more in the middle. All right, so I'm procrastinating, guys. I'm not sure, this is where I get scared and I don't want to do it anymore. So I'm going to take my distressed ink and I'm going to go around these girls to take off some of the white. And of course, this activity is to be stress-free. You're just supposed to let it go. So, does that make it stand out enough, or do I need to actually do it with black? Probably need to do it with black. Now, I really wish you could speak out and tell me what it is that I'm doing that you think I shouldn't be doing, or what I'm doing that I should be doing. You know, this is too scary for me to do it that way. I'm going to get a black pen and I'm going to ink around the sides. So just hang on a minute and I'll get a black pen. Okay, I am back. Thought I had a larger Sharpie, but I don't know that I do now. Okay, let's see if I can get this done with this. Yep, I can. But do I like it? Oh, jeez. You know, I guess this is how you learn, right? Stop berating yourself and just do it. So we've had a typical week here. It's gotten cold in the fall, which is nice. I like the fall. It's my favorite time of year. And listening to some of your YouTube videos out there, it is for you too. Yeah, that makes her pop. So what I'm doing is just trying to tap. Boy, that stays on really does have a smell to it, doesn't it? So the mask passports, the vaccine passports have started here, and people seem to be being civil about it, which is nice. I know this is tedious and I'm not a big talker. I finished the pocket journal. That video is up. Turned out really nice. Oh, my girlfriend was over yesterday on Sunday, and brought the bee journal that I made with her, and she's filling it up with lots of different memories. And does it ever look nice? Did it ever feel nice to see someone using the journal? Often, or my experience is that many of the journals that I make end up being pieces of art that get sort of set away and not used. And I really like them being used. So I can't really put these ladies on first. She could go on first, being glued on, because she's on the bottom. But some of these sit on things, so I have to wait to put them on. And I have to figure out what I'm going to do here. Now I gave my Tombow black marker, felt marker, to my granddaughter. She needed them for school. So I will probably, if I keep doing this mixed media, I will have to go out and buy myself some new Tombows. Alright, so they're done. Now, do I want to? I think I'll take a black pen and go around those. Okay, so she's done. She's done. And she's done. So now I have to quit procrastinating. And I need to decide well, I need to glue those down, don't I? So the only way is to do it, right? I found that yesterday when I was working on this, I got to the point that I started to stress, and then of course I didn't like it. So I walked away from it. However, this morning when I got up, I really liked it. So there's something to be said from walking away from your art and coming back to it later. So there's her. And now I need to decide, does it get this one? Is she dancing off this flower? I don't mind that. I guess I continue with the pink. I've got pink here. I should probably just continue with the pink to go around the, using the Ranger Magenta. Just do it, Marjorie. Just do it. Now, can I move on to the magenta with this brush, or am I just messed myself up? I think I messed myself up. I do. All right, let's do this. I'm going to pull this just down here a bit so you can see what I'm doing here. I think you can see there, yeah. someone said to do it this way. Okay, well that's working. It's actually giving me a better edge than I had on those other two. Now I'm mad that I glued those down. Alright, so now that I've done the edge, I'm just going to brush some in the inside. Make them more pink. I'm committed now. Now they say you can always make it pop with black, and so I'm planning on going around the outside of this with black. So that's good. And this is for my own art journal. So, and I know I didn't buy a journal. I bought a 3-ringed book, but I thought it would be nice to be able to have it flat out like that. So I wish I was like, you know, a professional artist and I could sit here and say, and blah, 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 when you're doing this and blah, blah, blah. But I can't, because this is the first time I've ever done this. And so we're learning together. Or you're sitting on the other end of this screaming, don't do it, Marjorie, just don't do it. And I can't hear you, so I am happy in my oblivion. How many of you do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, how many of you do mixed media? I know a lot of the journal people do. Again, it's paper. I'm sitting here thinking about whether I want to stamp one of those flowers. I have lots of them. It's a piece of lace that I've taken apart, and I think I do. So I am going to, just to see if I like it. I might not, and then again, I might just love it, you know. Just might love it. So anyway, my girlfriend was here, and she had her pictures, and she had an envelope that had butterflies on it. She said, I want to keep the envelope. I don't want it to get lost. And so we, oh, I like that. Can I use 2 or do I have to use 3? If I have to use 3, whoops, 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 don't go putting the stays on the pink one, Marjorie. Just don't do it. There we go. Stays on is there. Pink is here, and the lid for the pink is, oh, come on, where could, there it is, right there. So there's that. And now I have a, wonder about this gold. Only one way to know. Grab another one of these flowers and go to town. Alright, so now I gotta get another brush. Alright. This is a juicy one. Really juicy. Do I like that, or would I don't have a yellow, because really there's a yellow in here, and I don't. Well, I do have a yellow. 1 minute. Let me pull out some of my. I have. That's 2 yellow, and that's orange. Now that's a rose gold. We'll keep that out. Would bronze be something that we'd want to add in here? It's not really a bronze color, is it? And there's really not that much yellow in there. I'm going to leave it. If you were screaming go with the yellow, you did not scream loud enough. I'm just making sure I don't have any yellow in here. I have an orange, but I haven't used orange in there. I have a green, but I haven't used green. I have another blue. But no yellow. Red. I made one of these. I should be using it. No, no yellow. No yellow. So I think we are stuck with this. All right, so we've got that one done. Do I want to put now? Let's move this back over here. Nothing's glued down, so nothing is. Let's set these down. Trying to set them in here so that they are evenly spaced. Well, that looks nice. I like that. So what I'm going to do is I like the spacing of that. So I'm very quickly going to lay glue down so that it doesn't move. And I'm probably working on way too many. Come on, don't do this. Don't do it. Probably got my head in there so you can't see a darn thing. Okay, so it is at least together. Okay. Haven't committed to anything yet. And the 2 girls representing sisters. She gets tucked in the back. Dark pink and teal are my favorite colors. I think this is my problem. So what would I put it on? I don't really want a butterfly in there. So what do I do, guys? What have I got here? Well, I have some little words from these are from Medieval Mirage. Might I use something from there? Wisdom gleaned. Well, let me cut some of them out and wait a minute here, these are better. And maybe we won't get it any farther than this. Maybe I'll just adore. Gratitude. Oh, I don't mind, I like that where they're stuck in behind it, but I still have to figure out what I'm going to do for the main. Thankful is one that I could do. I want it to say, this is my moment. Still figuring out where I would get, this is my moment. So if I'm using, I think that this paper is coffee, like this is nowhere else in the project, this background. So I'm going to use some of my coffee dyed paper because it'll match this paper. But I will I'll maybe handwrite it. Okay, so if I'm going to use words, then why don't I get out my labels with words on them? No, goals is not going to be on this one. Not peaceful. Nope. Nope. Good saying, but not what I want. Let your dreams blossom. No. Storyteller. I am a storyteller. That's not what I want. Might as well use up some of these bits and bobs that we already have. I actually want 2022 to not be about, well, it'll be about my strengths, but I want it to be more about the softness in life. We've all been so strong. I'd like to try the softness in life for a while. I've used too many butterflies this year. Funny how you can get turned off something. I won't use all of these, I'm just pulling out what I might use. Sometimes I think as women, we try to be too strong, when in fact, I think our gentleness, our softness is often what the world needs. And it doesn't mean that soft isn't strong. Loving and standing firm in a non-over-the-top, in-your-face way is some of the women I think of that fit that bill are some of the strongest women I've ever met. All right, so I think I've got some words. And let me just get some coffee dyed paper, some plain paper. I'm going to put this in as a placeholder because it's the right color. Now those are a bit too dark, so I'll take those out. I think this is how it's going to look. So what I will do while I'm with you, and then we will be done for today, is I'm going to glue down this young, whoops, I'm going to glue this down and that young lady. And of course I didn't put the lid on my glue. And I am embracing the fact that I find creativity in disorder. When I sit at a perfect table in a perfect room, I am not able to create because it has to be perfect. And I cannot create perfection, and I don't even want to try. All right, so where's the lid for that? This, of course, now I'm trying to decide if I want these in there, right? Gonna make another one of these. I've got a whole stash of them. This was a tablecloth. It was all these little flowers, and I just cut them apart. Yes, okay. I'm going to do one more. Okay, so let's glue these down. So I'm going to make some more of these dark blue ones off camera, because clearly I'm going to need to use them if I'm going to have the pink ones in there. So really, this is kind of like making a big tag. It's not a tag. But it's not unlike that. You audition things. Isn't it funny how in your mind you make things so much harder than what they actually are? So much harder. We are funny creatures, us human beings. Now I need to glue her down. After all of the picking up and stuff that I've done to her. Where is my roller ball? So one down. She is going to be up there, but she's done. Alright, so this is glued, this side here is glued down, and I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with this. Now is my moment. I'm going to write it in there. I don't mind this paper with that. Alright, thank you very much, and we will see you next time.